What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'? Yeah, what's poppin'? Tell me, baby, what's poppin'? What's poppin'? What's poppin'?
Last time you went?
I went to the park and I played so badly that I apologized to everybody after the game was over. Like, I went up to them and I gave almost like a dramatic speech in the film, and I just said like, I want to be better. I literally did that.
Like, I really tried.
I really tried. One guy, like, he left so angry, and I'm like, I feel like it was the start of his like villain origin story.
Yeah, like it's a moment that everything changed.
Like everything was done after, it was different after that, because this motherfucker piece of shit, he just didn't get me, and he didn't pass the ball to me when I could. So I lost us the game.
Okay,
and,
okay.
I haven't played.
So it was like the
then.
buzzer beater, like it was tied up in the end,
like you know, it was because it was we were going to 16.
Okay.
We were up for like the first half, and I just I had like 4 turnovers. And they were a solid unit, but I was just like their new 5th guy.
Right.
And just didn't work.
We're probably gonna keep that in there too, honestly. But you can give us a countdown. 5.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
What's going on? What's going on? What's going on? What's poppin', man? It's your boy YNDJ Bang, and we're back with the What's Poppin' podcast. And man, I'm here with my lovely host,
Andrea Kenny, what's up?
and man, we got a special guest here today, man. I'm so excited to have him here. Man, not only is he, let me go ahead and give y'all the breakdown real quick, man. Not only is he an actor, not only is he a writer, man, he's also an entrepreneur. He's somebody who,
He's like, stop.
He's somebody that has a brand right now called Collaborative, which we're going to fill in on in a second. He's somebody who's working inside the community endless, not only on TV, not only on commercials, right? But he's inside the community as well, man. He's somebody who I look up to dearly. He's somebody who I got the pleasure of meeting probably within the past 6 to 7 months now. I've been able to know him, and man, he's a dope individual. Can we go ahead and give it up for my guy, Phillip Smithey, man?
Let's give it up.
If I could get up from this seat and hug you, I would. I will do that after. I'm saving a hug for you. That's very kind. Very kind introduction. Thank you very much.
I appreciate you.
What was your name again? No, I'm just kidding. It's great to see you, bro. It's great to see you. And it's very nice to meet you as well.
Very nice to meet you, too.
Yeah.
We're very happy you're here.
I'm very happy to be here.
I love it. Like, I love the energy. I can feel your aura.
Thank you.
It's great.
Thank you.
Great.
I don't get out of the house a lot.
Really?
So, no, I mean, yes and no. Yes and no. I feel like, we all live in those times where, like, we're all trying to just try stuff, right?
Yeah.
We're in this kind of, like, just try anything, throw spaghetti at the wall, see what sort of sticks era. So you have to leave your place. You have to jump into the comfort zone face first. And like, honestly, when I got the call to come here and to do the podcast, I was like, all right, yeah, like, let's go. Let's do something. Because what am I going to do at home? I've already finished every Netflix show that exists, period.
For sure, literally.
So, yeah, I'm ready to be out in the world.
And man, that's one reason why we wanted to have you on the pod. Because I feel like here at the What's Poppin' podcast, man, we like to focus on not just athletes, not just artists, but people who I feel like don't get enough recognition for all that they truly do. Because, a lot of people might look at stuff for surface level, maybe what somebody's doing or certain accolades, but I like to look past that type of stuff. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
And you're somebody who I see is actually doing something that's going to be able to change people's lives and impact them and put them inside a different position.
You're just, everything you're saying, I'm just like, oh, are you talking about yourself? Seriously, that's one of the first things I noticed about you is like you have such a entrepreneurial, a generous, like creative, like can-do spirit.
For sure.
So the fact that you're out here like doing this podcast is kind of a testament to your own abilities, and I thank you for recognizing that in me as well. I received that as well. So thank you for that.
I appreciate it, bro. I appreciate it. So my guy, man, let's just list the accolades that he does have real quick, just for anybody out there who doesn't know. I know he's not gonna toot his own horn, but I'm gonna go ahead and list. Matter of fact, go ahead and list him.
I'll toot it. No, but
He's
you guys
talking
go
about
ahead. You do it first.
Go ahead. Let the people know right there.
Phillip is an American actor and director who plays the role of Detective Darren Daz Phillips is also in Murderville, a Netflix show.
Yes.
He's also known for productions such as Johnson and NBA 2K19.
Mm-hmm.
Talk about
Switched
that.
at Birth, Criminal Minds, NCIS, and Grey's Anatomy. Love that.
Thank you.
The Young and the Restless, and apart from that, he is also a producer and a comedian who performs his live sketch comedy regularly with the group Secondhand Smog. The artist has not only the experience, but also formal education behind his passion for acting, and he's also a loving husband and an inspiration to many.
Wow, thank you. Is that?
That's you, man. That's you.
me.
We talk about him right now.
That's
We talk
me.
about him.
Oh my God.
That
Yes,
is
thank
you.
you. Yeah, that is.
What
that
an
is me.
introduction.
I know, and now I feel like, all right, now I'm gonna have to come back and give you guys introductions on the next show.
For sure. You're more than welcome to.
Right.
Yeah,
You're
I
more
gotta
than welcome
do
to.
my diligence on that.
Right.
So you want to take us into our next segment?
Our next segment is we have to take a shot.
Are we taking a shot?
It's
Take
shot
a shot
o'clock.
with me, man. Shot
Okay.
o'clock.
Shot
All right,
o'clock.
Shot o'clock. Let's go.
Man, look, to the next level, to all the success that we've already had, and to the new levels that we're going to reach.
Amen.
Cheers.
Amen to that. Cheers,
Cheers,
brothers and
cheers.
sisters. Here we go.
This one's going to hurt.
Oh my goodness.
Stings the nostrils.
Yeah, definitely.
Ooh.
Definitely.
in a
burns
good
the
way.
You know what I mean?
It's like kind of like woke me up though.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
I'm like, all right, activated a little bit.
yeah, yeah. And it will put you to sleep if you do 2 more.
Right.
That it will.
Yeah, yeah.
So, Philip,
Feels
look, we
good.
just listed all your accolades, right? Well, not even all of them, not even a fraction of them, honestly, but we did list some accolades. What do you feel like is the driving point that really drove you to success?
So that's an interesting question, and I thank you for that. I think I've always known that I've wanted to be an actor. I've always known that I wanted to do this job, and it started just from a place of joy and curiosity. I think I was one of those kids that just really enjoyed making people smile. I used to practice performing faces in the mirror, like imitating Jim Carrey and watching shows like In Living Color and just being enthralled by that world and those people. And I think it all starts with, your childhood. Like,
Right.
I loved making my mom laugh. I loved being silly and having fun. And I think that the drive for success, I think, comes from both that place of love as well as that place of kind of like determination from feeling like things are necessarily not fair. I'm kind of one of those people that's secretly very like vindictive.
Right.
So when people tell me that I can't do something, it kind of makes me want to do it
And even
more
Absolutely.
and try even harder. And growing up in an environment, in a community where I often felt othered, this was my way of wanting to stand out and show my identity, prove my worth, be a version of myself that people could appreciate. And the arts was like a foray into that. Getting to say like, hey, you may not recognize me in this other sphere when I'm just walking the hallways or whatever. When I'm on stage, I'm in control, I'm in command, and you guys see me. You finally, you have to acknowledge me.
Exactly.
And so, yeah, it's sort of, you kind of keep that spirit, like, regardless, because that's the earliest that I knew performing is when I was trying to do it to find a way to fit in.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel that. So how would you say you define success? What does success mean to you? Because, success, to some people, it may be, bless you, success for some people may be monetary things. Success for other people may be accolades. But what do you define success as?
Okay, well, I think success can be defined, well, primarily it's stability, right? I think, like, on a surface level, success is knowing that you have the capacity to take care of yourself and do the things you want to do and, like, live in the world as a person and just and be and not feel like you are struggling. I think success on a deeper level is just a sense of peace. I think if you are at peace with like your place, with where you are, how you are, then that's the epitome of success. And I think that's something that everyone who is trying to accomplish something is striving for.
Right.
They're trying to find that place where they are either not worrying about money, so there's peace. Not worrying about, you know, stability or security, and then that'll help them find their peace.
Right.
There's multiple ways to go about it, but I think that's ultimately what they're striving for.
100%. 100%.
Yeah.
So where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
Ooh, in 5 years. Let's see. Hopefully, I'm on your talk show
100%.
on ABC or whatever.
One of the C's.
Whatever
ABC,
took over
you know what I'm
Netflix
saying?
after that, after the AI robots came.
Right. Bro,
Right.
tell me why I seen like a robot delivering something today, like earlier. What?
Yeah, you know, all
they
those
stop,
cars.
like people, they like it's crazy.
Yeah, like they
It is
stop for
nuts.
people, like
Yeah.
that's wild.
Yeah. In 5 years, I think I'd like to see myself. I'd like to see myself at a next level in all elements of my life. I'd like to see myself at a next career level. I'd like to see myself at, you know, next level with my family ambitions. With, you know, like maybe paying it forward. Maybe developing things that I can give opportunities to other people who have kind of come up. I'd love to see someone who I've opened the door for be like, hey, like this is an opportunity that you gave me, and now you're starting to see the growth from all the seeds that you've planted over time. Because you start doing this, you start living this life as an artist or as in this place. You start living this life in many small ways. You're planting seeds all the time. The people that you meet, the jobs that you do, the folks you meet along the way, and you have no idea what's going to come of those things until suddenly, like, you look back and it's been years and years, and you're like, wow, I've made a community, I've made like lifelong friends, I've made a family, I've made a life out of this path that I've trekked.
Right.
And
Time.
in 5 years, I can't wait to see that path take us to new heights and levels, not just me, but all the people around me. I want to be getting phone calls from friends saying like, hey, I'm producing this project and you're up, you know, need your help and want you to jump in on this. And then I want to say like, hey, brush your teeth, little Jimmy, Janie, Johannes.
Johan.
Yeah.
Go ahead and hit that soap and water resume.
Go ahead. Yeah, if we still use soap and water, maybe there's something new. Maybe it's
It
AI.
might be something new. You know what I'm saying?
It's
You
gonna
know.
be AI
Might
showers.
sneeze.
AI showers.
You know what I'm saying?
I had an idea today. I was like, all right, you know what? Let's get rid of water in car washes, right? Because cars don't need, do they have to be clean? Like, we want them clean, right? But we clean our bodies because, you know, to stop from disease. But cars don't get disease.
Technically, they don't though.
Right. So, like, but we want them clean, but we need to not use water to do it. We need to find a dry, clean
better
car
alternative.
service.
So
where you're
everybody
coming
in
from.
LA, we have to turn off the
Like, what do you
water.
think?
Yeah.
In other words,
mean,
Yeah, we definitely got to turn off the water.
You know,
mean,
because
yeah.
it's about the environment. It's about the
it's all
planet.
about the environment.
So, like, you know, I'm not saying I want car washes to go out of business, but I want them to adapt.
Yeah, just, you know,
Yeah.
kind of like alligators, bro.
I feel
Times
like
are changing.
they've made everything else. They have dry shampoo, all these
Yeah.
things to keep away
Got
from
dry
water.
shampoo?
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe if someone makes like a
Okay.
It's my
someone makes like a
go-to.
For real.
Yeah.
like a paste or like a sponge that just like eats the dirt. It's
Yeah.
just like nom 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 nom.
So at
Like,
this
just
point, we're
takes-
all gonna make a sponge
Yeah.
We need to do something.
together.
Yeah.
We need to do
And then
something.
we
for
do, like,
sure.
see, we got a bunch of entrepreneurs in the house right
You know
now.
what
We're
I'm saying?
talking.
Yes.
We just launched
Jack of all
like
trades.
we're putting our grandchildren
Yeah,
through
we
college
definitely-
right now. With
Right
this,
now, as
with
we
this
speak.
idea.
As we speak.
As
That
we
would be
speak.
so cool though.
That would be dope. I ain't gonna lie to you.
They have to have something.
Right?
got
Right?
They have everything now.
Guys, I got more. All right. There's, you know, we could be here all day. All right.
All right, so look, Phil, when you not
Teeth that
entertaining-
grow on insects.
Wait,
Sorry.
what? You said teeth?
No. Look, all right. One more idea. So, like, we lose our teeth like once as children, right?
We do.
Okay.
Maybe
what if-
twice as an adult, but
Well, right. And then, but if you lose them again, like, they're just gone.
yeah, they out of there.
But what if you could grow them on animals to replace?
And then what? Take it off that animal?
Take,
Yeah, so
take
instead
them
of-
out the animal.
Yeah. So, like, okay, hang on. Stay with me. Stay with me.
Okay.
So, like,
Staying with
instead
you.
of. So instead of like, you know, like let's say something happens, oh, God forbid,
Right.
you're in an accident, one of your teeth gets knocked out, and you're like, oh no, I don't want like, you know, a veneer or something because like that's not my real tooth. But now you can
Yeah.
get your real teeth put back, but they don't grow in you,
Oh,
they grow
So
on
it's a genetic. It's
Yes.
a genetic thing.
So
Yeah.
what would be the process to get the tooth from the animal though?
Well,
pulled
they take a sample from you,
Oh.
like of of your blood, and then like your blood knows what your teeth are gonna look like.
It should. It should.
And so they put it on the animal, and like it grows in like a couple weeks, and then they just like kind of surgically take it off the mouse or whatever animal, and then they put it back in you, and it's great because it's your tooth.
Holy
It's your
cow.
tooth.
That would be nuts.
That would.
Wouldn't that be
crazy,
nuts?
bro.
You
Imagine being
guys.
like, oh, I'm waiting for this animal until my
Yeah,
tooth
you got
grows.
Yeah.
about 2 more weeks. My boy,
2 more weeks.
Still thawing
Yeah.
out.
2 more weeks for that mice.
And the company is called Mouse Teeth.
Crazy. I ain't gonna lie. You might be on to something now.
I mean, you guys,
Might be on to
I
something.
got more.
You
Okay.
might be on. Let me hear one
keep
more.
this
Just one
going.
more. We got another
Honestly,
segment. Let me hear one more.
I enjoy these.
Yeah, I enjoy
all
these.
right,
I
all
enjoy
right,
these.
all right.
One more.
You got.
What's the next one?
This is the next one. It's coming. It's coming.
It's
It's
coming.
coming.
All right, so look, when
Let's
you're
keep
not
this
when you're
going
not
for a little
entertaining everybody, right, Philip? When you're
Yeah.
not entertaining, when you're not inside the world, gracing everybody with your presence, man. What does a normal day for Phillip Smithey look like?
Oh wow, that's a great question. Thank you. My days vary. I try to be useful every day. I try to be pretty. I try to be efficient with my time. And what's funny is sometimes I will try to start the day and say like I don't want to do anything today. I just want to chill. But oftentimes things just kind of come across the desk. Meaning like someone will call me and they'll need help with something. I run this organization called The Collaborative. It's a nonprofit organization built by actors for actors. It's about education, community, networking, production, and we have classes where we bring in professionals from the industry to help like educate our members. Be it if you want to meet a casting director, you want to meet a director, a producer, writer, whoever. And so that organization is about 100 people, and we have a studio in Sherman Oaks. And oftentimes, if I don't have anything planned, then typically there's going to be something from the collaborative that's going to need my attention, whether it's just like some sort of administrative thing, or if we have a new guest that we're trying to bring in, or trying to do something like trying to plan an event.
Right.
So on top of that, I like to just stay as healthy in my mindset and as productive as an actor or an artist as I can.
Right.
So, that's taking care of yourself, going to the gym. I'm super into Pilates right now with my wife, Ashley Smithy.
Let's give it up for the wifey real quick. Let's give it up for Miss Smithy.
Let's do that. So
She supports those ideas.
yeah,
1,000%.
so hitting the Pilates with our trainer. I can't remember her name. It starts with a T, but she's the
Shout out to
worst,
her.
and she doesn't get any credit because she is just crushing my body
Right.
and my spirit.
I
But
understand.
so staying healthy, getting yourself in a nice mindset, watching something new, because there's so much out there to take in. I feel like we live in this golden age of entertainment, of TV, of movies, of podcasts, of radio, of even the YouTube channels. Like I love discovering a new channel of just some expertise of something that someone has
Right.
bringing to the world, be it that like, oh, I am the world's foremost basket weaver, and I've spent years and I'm like, I want to let me take that in. So just learning something. I want to learn something every day. I want to try to do some good or help somebody, if it's someone who just needs help with like a self-tape, or working on an audition. I want to take care of myself. I want to eat, a nice meal, maybe have a nice bottle of water. I almost said glass of wine, but I don't really drink that much. And just do something fun and productive, like, I don't know, spend time, see friends, just be out and about.
There's so much stuff out here to be like productive and like just have a good day.
Yeah, there's
Hiking.
it's
things like
hard.
That. Yeah.
If you are, like, we're in Los Angeles, if you're bored in LA, it's kind of on you.
Yeah.
Because
there's so much stuff you can get
There
into out
is.
here.
There's always something to get into, and there's always new spots popping up because there's people who are ambitiously trying to put up this new like pop-up museum or I don't know, experience. I think during COVID is when we really got to see everybody's ability to like try to make fun happen, make things happen.
Yeah.
Nothing, literally.
Yeah, because
Facts.
we just adapt. If we can't go to a place, we'll figure out how to entertain ourselves.
Right.
And there's just too much here to do. I used to spend every day playing basketball in the park, but I had to stop
No, I'm saying, tell us
after-
the story, bro. What happened?
Oh man. Okay. So a few months ago,
A few months.
I stopped going to my local park to play basketball because I was utterly humiliated off the court to the point where I literally went up to the game afterwards and I was like, I want to be better. Like I gave like a speech to the teammates at the end,
Right.
because I was like I was not helping, and and the thing is, like, I don't consider myself like good typically, but I am useful. Like,
You know what
Yeah.
I
you
mean?
know, I'm tall enough. I'm about
Play a role.
6'2" and some change.
Like, you're not picked last.
Yeah,
6'2"
like I
at the
should
noise,
just be
not
able to
picked
stand.
last.
You know, I should be able to stand under the basket, like,
And just lay
get
it
the
up.
pass
The
and
hook
just
shot.
lay it up.
Just lay it up.
But my body and hands were like, we don't do that. So like,
today,
you
bro.
know, I got stuffed. I had turnovers. I couldn't do anything. Like everyone that was totally open was just like, pass the ball. I was like, I don't see you. Like, yeah, I missed every opportunity, and I'm pretty sure I started one dude's villain origin story because he was so mad at the end that he chunked his water bottle like across a football field length,
Nah.
and he screamed.
Oh.
He
crazy.
screamed
Wow, you brought the
before
character
walking
out
to
of
his
You know,
car.
you definitely brought it up out him.
Yeah.
That
And
dog,
I'm like,
what they call
man.
it, that dog?
Yeah.
Brought
Yeah.
that dog up
He
out
probably
him.
is about to go
Yeah.
go home and
Yeah.
look in the mirror and be
Oh,
like,
he went in the
I
mirror.
am
He like
good.
he looked in the mirror. He like slammed both fists on the like thing, and I know he said to himself, "Never again." Like he knows that if he sees me ever again, like he's never gonna pick me.
Ever.
Oh,
Yeah,
no.
but he's probably gonna, probably
You gotta
make it
have
to
your
the G League.
revenge story.
Yeah,
You gotta have a revenge
Yeah.
story.
that I like. That's gonna be his challenge in the movie of his life. Like he's gonna have to play with me one more time,
At least one
Right.
more.
and overcome his personal demons. to,
Like, oh, this
to
guy
deal with that.
again.
Yeah. Yeah. I felt so bad.
It's okay though.
You gotta want it. Like
You got
I think
to.
that's the problem is I'm not super competitive about a lot of things. I'm competitive about like my art, about being a good performer, and my wife will tell you if I'm like doing a play or something, afterwards I'm always like, how was I? Like did I bring that? Did I bring it?
Kill it.
Right.
Was I amazing?
Yeah.
And but when it comes to like sports, if someone's like, "Give me the rock," I'm like, "Take the rock.
It belongs
It
to
is
you,
your
boss.
rock.
That's
You got
fine.
the receipt for it.
Receive this rock, sir, or madam." Yeah. So you have to really want it. And the thing is, I want to want it. I
Yeah.
want to be like I'm too conscious of like, I don't know, like the second I get hit in the chest with someone's elbow, I'm just like, but why?
They have to come to
I
this-
just remember I'm like, I don't need this pain
Right.
necessarily. I just
Yeah.
forget like I can't keep it up.
Yeah. Definitely.
It do be a lot though, especially at your local LA Fitness, man. It's
Yeah.
it's a lot
Yeah.
to go through, man. You know what I'm saying?
I used to be a college athlete, so
know what I mean?
Really?
yeah.
What sport did you? What was
Soccer.
Soccer?
Mhm.
The worst.
Yeah.
Oh, so fast, and
Gotta have some
everyone's
strong
just
legs.
running
We
the whole
were
time.
basically a cross country team.
How many people did you hurt?
Many.
I know.
And I would feel so bad.
I know.
But I was also getting hurt too.
Yeah.
So, there was moments where I was like, okay, here's my villain story of
Yeah.
like,
See.
now I'm mad.
And you have to really want it. You have to just love it. You have
yeah,
to love it.
and I did. But I feel like that carries on into my acting today now.
That's good. Yeah.
Where
I do sense
mentality.
that.
Yeah.
So Thomas Q. Jones.
Shout out to Big T, man.
Shout out to Big T.
Time.
Everybody knows his story, former NFL athlete.
Mm-hmm.
And that kind of discipline that you develop as a athlete from a young age who like is in the public eye, bringing that obviously onto like the highest echelon of that sport, onto that field. It's really interesting to see how he brings that into the entertainment industry space,
Oh yeah.
because he's got like this tenacity and just like kind of
Fierceness.
just like fierceness
Yeah.
Yeah.
of treating this job like he's still a professional athlete, like the discipline, the just like the
Yes.
drive to like to win.
Yes.
It's wonderful, and it makes me really wish I like had tried to be an athlete as a child.
Like your programs, like every single day you wake up 5 a.m. and you have like
Yeah.
you don't get like your day is like I have to do this, and this, and I'm done. And it's like you have to execute every single thing in
Yeah.
order to do that, and you do it for so long that everything in life. Like sometimes my acting coach is like, you're not playing a soccer game right now.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, but like that's just how I'm like programmed.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. When I played soccer as a child, my parents tell me that I would be running on the field towards the ball, and then I would spot like a flower or something, and I would go pick that instead and bring it to them. Like, did you guys see this? And they're like, do you see this? The game happening behind you? And I'm like, I know, but no, look. Like, it just very, very different, very easily distracted.
See, I
by
had
that
teammates.
stuff.
I had teammates in part of my life
Yeah.
that were,
That's good. They keep you
I
in
loved
the
those
game.
teammates though.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel it.
I love that.
For sure. So I guess we can get into the next one, man.
The next segment.
Yeah, we can get into the next one. So matter of fact, I got one more question for you.
Okay.
Because I feel like a lot of people, they don't understand that success is really, a two-sided coin. And it's a lot of things that you go through in order to get to, right? So I want to ask you, of course, Hollywood is a very cutthroat business, and most, I'm talking about, head clean law.
Everybody.
And a lot of people don't really get to see the fruits of their labor because some of them may, stop prematurely.
Yeah.
So, what do you feel like?
Survive.
Only the strong survive, literally. You know what I mean? So what do you feel like as far as were some times where success didn't look so valuable to you and maybe gigs weren't so prominent? What did you do to overcome those moments?
Wow.
I liked that.
That's crazy. You're referring to right now, right?
Right now.
No, I think so. My superpower is that I never lose hope. I think I always believe that there is a shot for myself in this business, in this industry. And when things are at their absolute lowest, when I feel like there's just nothing in my corner, any opportunities coming my way, what I will often do is remember like that you can always take the smallest step and let that be a touch of success, a touch of progress. So some days where nothing's happening, you don't feel like anything's going to happen, all I could do is rearrange the order of my headshots on my Actors Access profile, or redo my resume, or try to practice a monologue in the mirror. That's what I was doing with those times. I was taking the opportunity to say like, well, let me see in the smallest way how I can improve myself, and how I can kind of will more things to happen in the future just by mentally still being in the game.
Right.
And I think mentality is a huge thing. I think people read us more than just the five senses. I think people like, you sense people's auras.
Yeah. You have a great one.
That's very kind.
Light up the room as soon as you
I
come in.
know. I'm
man.
like, I love the
Thank you.
energy. Like, I felt
100%.
like very like,
Hey.
Welcome.
And that's true. Like, and by the way, all the guys on Johnson, they all have incredible auras. Like,
Yeah.
it's just like this Crayola box of just like
Greatness.
different colors and attributes.
Mm-hmm.
But I think what people sense from you, if you are in a like, hey, I'm here spirit, then they'll read that. And the squeaky wheel gets the grease. So like, if you're the person that's going to walk in the room and say like, this is what I am, this is what I'm about, this is what I'm trying to do, eventually someone's going to say, prove it.
right.
Do it with me.
Right.
Do it here. Do this. Do that. Right. And so I think that's part of that fight. I think that fight has to be that you always have to say, and this is not necessarily about like, I know it seems like I'm saying like, oh, I've always really had confidence in myself. So I don't. I do not think I'm like the most confident even in my skills or abilities, or just like in me as a person. I'm confident that I just won't stop. I'm confident that I don't stop trying.
Yeah.
So knowing that, I'm like, well, I may be the worst looking, least talented person in this room, but I guess I'm going to have to work anyway because I'm not going to stop regardless. Right. So like I've often taken that road is thinking like, well, it doesn't matter how much I deserve this or like if I'm worthy of this. I'm just going to keep doing it anyway, and therefore it has to happen at some point.
Right.
It doesn't even have to be mystical. You don't have to be spiritual about it. It's almost mathematical. If you think like, hey, if you keep taking an X amount of steps, eventually you will reach the answer. Then you don't have like, it's not even like operating on hope. It's just operating on like probability. Like, you know, how many auditions can you lose before you get one?
Right.
Hundreds, thousands. But the fact is, if you keep auditioning, you're gonna get something.
Yeah, you have to be your own CEO.
You have to be your own. Yeah.
Love that. I love
feel
that
it.
mentality.
So we can get into the top 5 section. We can go into the top 5 segment real quick. So inside this segment, we call it our top 5, right? What we like to do is we like to get your top 5 on these questions. It don't got to be in no particular order. You know what I mean? But
If
like,
you want to
if
be
you
that
want,
person, you
like,
can.
Wow. Okay. All right.
all right. So my lovely host is gonna ask the questions.
Okay.
All right.
Here we go.
Love this question.
Yeah.
Top 5.
You first. No, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Top 5. Who did you grow up listening to music-wise?
Wow. Oh, no.
my gosh. Do
All
not
right.
disappoint me.
I'm not gonna disappoint you.
All right, all right.
All right. So I'm just gonna preface this by saying that I wish I was more. I wish I was more experienced and educated and immersed musically.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like I have a certain level of music knowledge,
Jagged
but
Little Pill.
as
Okay.
opposed to some people who
I'm
just
loving
like
the
they just
response here,
know
which means
every.
I
They
do
have so
not
many
know this
bands
album.
and artists that they can like tap into for every single mood and nuance of their life. I'm kind of like, well, what's on the radio sort of guy.
Yeah.
So the very first music that I listened to was just whatever my sister was listening to, which happens to be Alanis Morissette,
Okay.
Jagged Little Pill,
Okay.
which I'm loving the response here, which means you're like I do not know this album or this artist, but you know what? Someone on the
we're like-
podcast is gonna you know what? That's the perfect answer. You're like, oh, okay,
Okay,
and
nah,
you know what? I
yeah.
do the same thing when someone's just like, someone's like, oh yeah, I'm listening to my boy like D Flex and Bob. I'm like,
Right.
yeah,
Most
okay,
definitely.
I'm with
How you
that.
doing?
Got you,
Like, all
got
right.
you.
Me and you
All
both
right,
were like,
all right.
okay.
Okay, then, yeah.
Okay, that's what's up.
Go ahead
That's what's up.
I see you.
I see you. So Alanis, and you know what? You probably do know an Alanis Morissette song. I bet.
I probably do. I just gotta like really.
Isn't it
hear
ironic?
Oh.
Don't you think?
You said
A
who?
little too. Oh no, not that
No,
one.
not that one. Not that one.
Nope,
Not that
not
one.
that
Not that one.
Oh no. All right.
Might be another one
It's
though.
like rain on the wedding day.
Ain't on the
Oh.
way,
Still
dude.
nothing.
It's not clicking. That. Not
I
that.
mean,
know what?
it
It's not clicking.
It sounds great.
What does it sound like to you? Does
Is it like
sound,
classical
It
though?
sounds
Is
like...
it classical?
Is it like classic?
By now, it is classical, I
Okay.
suppose.
Okay.
What does it
Is
say?
it
It's like
classical?
classical.
It's not. It's not Mozart or Bach.
Okay. Okay.
This
That's
is
what I thought
just
it
from
was.
the.
Okay,
It's just
okay,
from the '90s.
So it's like pop.
Oh, okay.
It's
not
Is
Is
it like
It's not
pop?
that bad.
You guys, so back in the day when TV was square,
The box
Right.
in the back.
the box in the back, it had the box in the back
Okay.
behind the box that did something.
It did do something.
So we had that. All right, so I was listening to Alanis Morissette,
Okay.
and then the very first album I had was I had two actually. I had the soundtrack to Waiting to Exhale, which had Blackstreet on it.
Word.
Oh snap! And we're still lost.
They still
okay,
lost.
so Blackstreet had this song called "No Diggity."
No, you
No,
better
yeah.
back it up.
Oh,
Yeah.
no,
Yeah,
we
yeah,
did it.
no,
We
no,
did it.
yeah,
Yeah, okay,
yeah,
this is it. Yeah.
You
Let me
not
get
do
one.
it.
Yeah, psych.
No, you had to say the no diggity. I got
No
the
diggity. So we had No Diggity,
Yeah.
and then I had the Will Smith Big Willie style.
Big
Big Willie.
style.
That's crazy.
Oh my god!
That's probably how
you
he
got-
created
I'm-
Willow them.
Huh?
That's probably how he created Willow them.
That's right.
Big Willie style.
That's right, Big Willie style, which had the sound, which had this the song, "Here Come the Men in Black, Galaxy Defender."
What, the Black Eyed Peas or something like that?
What?
I spit out my
Black
water.
Eyed Peas is
Spit out my water.
crazy.
We
What
gotta
is
take a shot.
happening? What is happening right
At
now?
this point, what is
Wow.
going on?
Wow.
What is happening?
I don't know what's happening. All I know
What's
is
popping?
It was a
I am-
moment when I thought I knew something, but it obviously wasn't.
I am-
This is why it's the What's
man,
Poppin'
yeah,
podcast.
yeah,
That's
this
why
is
it's
the
the
What's
What's
Poppin'
Poppin'
podcast
You learn something new every day.
every day.
every day.
Will
You know
Smith
what?
and Black Eyed Peas.
All right.
Never
I
say
don't know
that
why I
again.
thought they collabed.
Never put them.
Not once.
No.
Okay.
Never. Not. No. No.
I got you.
Let's see. And let's see. I'm gonna try to name at least one person you've heard of.
Perhaps not.
That's crazy.
Let's see. One artist that you've heard of. Oh gosh.
Come on.
What was I listening to?
I was born in '98.
Okay.
So I know a little,
That's-
yeah,
yes.
2000s.
That's what's up.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Okay, yeah. Y2K. Let's talk about
Okay.
that.
Okay.
You were existed.
Okay.
Yes.
You existed.
I was here.
You
I
were
was
here for that. Yeah, the
Yes.
power went out in my neighborhood.
Yeah, I was too young.
I know. I was
But
gonna
I
say
was-
like, yeah, you don't. Yeah, you weren't. Yeah.
But I
got
was
you.
there.
But you were there. You were there.
She was there.
Let's see. Musically, who else can I name?
So
'Cause I'm just-
that was the 5 music. I got one last question.
okay, thank God, because I'm so glad this question's over. I
I got
can't.
one last question. All right. We're
Yes.
End it off right here. Top
Yeah.
5 for your top 5 actors.
Actors. Oh man, I can't. Okay, so I'm
on.
only gonna
No
come up
specific
with.
order. I ain't gonna put you that much in deep water.
Okay, you know who? I'm just gonna name people who I'm enjoying right now because I can't think of a top 5 because that's
There's
a
just too many good ones.
ridiculous
It is.
question.
It is a crazy question.
I think his name is Dan Stevens.
Okay.
Okay.
He's in a bunch of stuff. You guys can like Google him or whatever. He did. I think he was the Beast in Beauty and the Beast, the live action version. And then he did this movie recently about this little girl who was like a vampire. Abigail. That's it.
Okay.
And and here's the thing. The reason why I said Dan Stevens is because he kind of has this like versatility. He kind of just slips into everything like comedy or drama and just kind of executes it well. And that's kind of like the actor that I aspire to be. Like, you can fit me anywhere. Like,
Right.
I do a great job. I still have a stand-up performance. If he's funny, he's funny. If he's dramatic. He nails accents. He gets to do a lot of character work. So that's the kind of actor I wanna be like. So Dan Stevens, one.
Facts.
Let's see. An actress I really like. I actually really, and I don't know why I'm thinking of this person randomly. Caitlin Olsen.
Okay.
Caitlin Olsen is from Always Sunny in Philadelphia. She's also on the show called Hacks.
Okay.
She's just a comedic genius, and there's like no one like her, and she's got this really unique voice. And so she just kind of like makes everything like really like and like funny and frantic. And I just like actors who can really put their own like sauce on everything that they do, and they
love
don't have to
that.
like switch it up because they're just so unique in and of themselves that they kind of like make everything funny, even if they're just reading the dictionary.
Facts.
And then let's see, who else am I enjoying right now? That was 2, right? Favorite actors? I don't know. I really like. I mean, like everyone's got Denzel in their back pocket, but
Denzel
I
back
did
there
not
somewhere.
like the last
Are you talking about what was the last one he did?
one. Was it the one about the where he's the guy who fights crime, but he's retired and he lives in like Paris, and the not exonerated, not the
Talking about
Expendables.
the Equalizer?
The Equalizer. There it
I'm
is.
not gonna lie though.
Equalizer.
I watched it like previously for the first time. I actually
Yeah.
like it though.
I do like the first 2.
So I didn't know it was 3. I didn't know it was 3 of
The
them.
third one's called Equalizer 3.
You just watched the first one?
I think I watched the first
That one's called Equalizer 1.
one. Okay.
No, it's not. It's just called the
It's called
Equalizer.
the Equalizer. Equalizer 1.
Equalizer 1.
Oh gosh, and other actors. Like honestly, I feel like I'm being put on the spot because I don't even know any. Right now, you're like, name an actor, and be like, I don't know. I don't know
Not
an
for sure.
actor.
So just one more. That was 4.
Like,
Give me one
what's, like, somebody that you just feel like you just, wow, that was great. That's probably, like, a lot of actors, honestly.
Let's
but
see. Oh, someone that I'm just like, man, why can't you
like,
just...
that made you just, like, want to, like, look at everything about them after their performance.
Yeah.
Oh,
Well,
where
you
did
know what?
this person
Name a movie. Name a movie that you really like, because I probably can pick an actor from
more. I
that
can name
movie.
a show.
Name a TV show that you really like.
Power and Snowfall.
Okay, name a different show.
Uh,
Although Damson's great,
Damson's
but name a different show.
I think.
By the way, quick story. I was there for Damson's final audition for Snowfall.
For real.
Yeah, I was an assistant to the casting director, and I remember like I was sitting on the bench next to him, and he's like practicing his like piece, and he's like, "What you gonna do, Unc? What's up, Unc?" And like he was just getting in his headspace, and then like Damson are ready for it. He's like, "Oh, cheerio, here y'all." And I'm like, "What?
Right,
What's
he switches
happening?"
it.
What's happening?
Jolly good show.
Love
Yeah.
the
Yeah,
talent.
it was very cool. So yeah, that was.
I think, what's like a good movie or TV? Like, I feel like All American. Have you watched that?
I do like. I have a friend in that show, and that's a great show. That one has what's his name in it? Tay. Isn't Tay Diggs in that show?
Yes,
Yeah.
he was.
Yeah.
But he sadly died. in the
What?
show.
You just spoiled it.
Oh my lord.
That's like seasons ago.
Oops. Okay.
Somebody's been out the loop.
Someone's not in the loop.
Didn't mean to do it.
Okay.
But love
okay.
his acting though.
Yeah, I do like his acting a
I
lot.
think of good there's been some good movies lately.
Yeah, it's
though.
been recently.
Have you
for
seen
sure.
Your Honor?
Oh,
There's some good acting in there.
you know what? I think I coached somebody and that they booked that show, Your Honor. I
Really?
can't. Yeah, I didn't see it, but like
It's
I've
good.
I've seen clips and that show is actually really good.
I thought it was
Let's-
very well thought out.
Yeah,
show.
yeah. Let's see. I'll just name. This is gonna. I don't know why I'm struggling. Idris Elba. I'm just saying any names at this point.
Idris Elba.
Although Idris, I mean, I don't really care about Idris Elba. I mean, not like it's not true. I actually like I think he's great. I honestly like. He's another actor who he kind of puts his own spin and stank on things. The same with like The Rock, right? Like they just do their thing and you really appreciate them for it. I think I am a fan of any actor that has found their own way to like make something their own that no one else can do. I always appreciate that in any show, any performance, as well as the actors that like get the opportunity to be like completely a new character or just dive into something
Yes.
like different each time. I think I want to do both. I want to be able to like just be myself in a show or a movie, and I want to just be able to like switch it up and do the Samuel Jackson thing. Samuel Jackson.
Oh, Samuel Jackson.
Because he gets the opportunity to like pretty much be himself, but almost like in a wink way.
Yes.
Where he's like, I'm still Samuel Jackson, but I have a silver wig on and an eye patch. But like you know who it is right now.
Right.
who's talking. Like I think it's so much fun. And he just never he seems like he's always enjoying the work and enjoying like just the process and the story, and he always enhances it a little bit and does his thing. Oh yeah, Samuel Jackson, like there's number one right there.
That was
number
a great
1 and 2 and 3.
That was a great one.
He's
Yeah.
definitely goated for sure.
Sam.
We're not that young.
No, we ain't that.
Know who
young,
Samuel
you know what I'm
Jackson
saying?
is.
Well, I mean,
Uncle Sammy.
yeah.
Uncle Sammy.
Uncle Sammy.
What's the earliest Samuel Jackson movie that you remember? What do you remember him from?
The earliest?
You're gonna say Avengers, aren't you?
Wow.
Probably not
Avengers? No.
Not Avengers.
I feel like
Earliest is probably is it when he was the coach Carter.
Okay,
It's
that's
probably
like
Coach
2005,
Carter.
I think.
oh my gosh.
That's probably when I can
Yeah.
like the most.
That's like 2005.
Coach
That's
Carter.
okay. Did you guys know that he was in the very first Jurassic Park?
Yeah.
What?
Nah.
What?
What?
Crazy.
Samuel Jackson's in everything.
He is.
Okay, he's in everything.
He's
I shouldn't even be surprised.
Yeah.
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 But I love somebody like I love
Die
watching a
Hard 2?
performance. Die Hard
What?
2.
Samuel Jackson's in Die Hard 2.
That's
Oh my
crazy.
God, you guys.
That is crazy. I'm not gonna
He's
lie.
in everything.
He's schooling us.
He's definitely going at us.
Samuel Jackson.
Schooling us.
All right, so look, Phil, we're gonna end it off with this literally last question, right?
Okay.
And I just want some insight for our viewers out there.
All right.
What's some advice that you can give to somebody maybe out there on their journey, wanting to be successful, wanting to be inside your shoes where you are today, that probably don't have it all figured out. That's
Wow.
just getting started.
That's a great question. I think the only thing that you can tell anybody who wants to be in this industry or in any industry, whether they want to be a doctor, they want to be a lawyer, they want to be an astronaut, whatever. Don't stop. Get it. Just try everything.
Mm-hmm.
Try everything. I think the thing that happens to most people who do not finish the journey of whether they're trying to become an actor or a singer or whatever is they just feel at a certain point they feel like they've hit a roadblock, a dead end. They feel like, oh, it's just not, something's just not working. It's not what I'm supposed to be doing. Maybe this is like a sign because I haven't been successful in this way or this time. But the truth is, you just have, no one has done everything that they can to reach a goal.
Right.
Like you can say you have, you can have done plenty, you can have done a lot, but you haven't done everything. Right. You haven't you haven't gone the whole gamut of just being like, listen, if this doesn't work, I'm just going to try this next thing. And if that doesn't work, I'm just going to try this next thing. You just have to be willing and available to continuously fail and to continuously try something new to take another step towards that goal.
Yeah.
Right.
And it doesn't have to be huge. It doesn't have to be like this grand aha light bulb moment. It can be the smallest adjustments. It can be grand adjustments. But that's the only thing I can say that's worked for me is, I don't attack this life with a fly swatter. I attack it with a bazooka. I attack it with
Right.
every
Right.
weapon in my arsenal.
Right.
I want my life to be that of being a working actor who has like a stable life and is able to enjoy like my time with my family and friends. And right now I'm so blessed because I have my platform on this TV show and with amazing people like yourself. But if I wasn't here, if I wasn't on this show, then I'd still be doing the play, I'd still be doing the sketches, I'd still be doing the writing, I'd still be doing the monologues in the mirror, I'd still be doing, like the spoken word competitions at the local coffee shop. I'd still be doing something knowing that it's all steps in the direction of where I ultimately want to be.
Right.
And you have to just keep trying everything. Like you can do stand up, you can do a singing competition, you can write a cartoon, you can go out on the street and just do like monologues on the corner. There's no telling what the future holds, so there's no telling what the right answer is for how to get to where you're trying to go. I think you just have to keep doing something. Just keep it up. Just keep it up.
1%
It'll keep your
every day.
spirit going for one thing, because you'll feel like, wow, I made strides today. Whatever that meant.
Right.
Facts. That was big. That was definitely deep.
It wasn't small.
I love that.
He thought I wasn't smart. Well, look, man, with that being said, man, I appreciate you so much for your time, brother.
I
It was
appreciate
definitely
you.
a pleasure.
Yes. Thank you.
We definitely got to have you again back soon.
Yes.
For sure.
I have to be had back soon.
Yes.
Thank you guys.
We can do this all day.
All day.
I could do this all day too. And you know what? Next time, I cannot wait to see how many more films and TV shows we can talk about from before the year 2005.
No, for sure.
And music.
I'm going to go back and study.
Can't
Let's
wait.
go
We
back.
already have to go watch The
We
Wire.
definitely got to go watch it.
Oh, The
For
Wire?
sure.
Oh, yes. You guys talking about The Wire before?
Yes, because we were like,
Baffled.
basically how we were whenever
Yeah.
that's what you listen to. Yeah.
What's your favorite show?
Right now?
Yes, right now.
Your Honor.
Your Honor. Awesome
Yeah.
show. And yours?
So active or not active?
Not active.
Not active would have to be Martin. But active would have to be Power.
So you've heard of Martin.
Oh, of course. That's number one.
Power over Snowfall?
Power over Snowfall.
Okay, Martin was out before Big Willie Style. I'm just
Martin
saying.
was out
Yeah,
before Big
it's
Willie
okay.
Style.
It's okay. We know we're not gonna
We
restart the show
You know
now.
what I'm saying? We go do it. We go do it.
We like pick and choose.
Thank you guys so much for tuning in. This has been amazing.
Well, man, look, that was another episode of the What's Poppin' podcast, man. I appreciate Phillip so much for coming on. It's your boy YNDJ.
Drea.
Hey, man, we out. Peace. Coolio, man, how was that?